Let's get you an update now on Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev, who's undergone an emergency brain surgery. Sadhguru, in fact, was admitted and hospitalized in the national capital and underwent brain surgery. The doctors at Apollo Hospital, where he is currently being treated, confirmed that he had a life-threatening situation, but that he is now out of danger. He had undergone this surgery on March 17, just a day after he had appeared at the India Today conclave here in New Delhi. The doctors at Apollo Hospital have confirmed that Sadhguru is currently off the ventilator and is on the road to recovery. We'll just play out for you the first video message from Sadhguru, where he says all is well and he's doing better. But what we know right now is that Sadhguru had been having a very bad headache for the last many days. Upon a checkup, once he dialed the doctors on 14th, they did conduct an MRI scan when they realized that there was a brain bleed. Soon after, he chose to stick to his commitments, even attending the India Today conclave on 16th March. On 17th, however, his symptoms reportedly got worse, where he was slipping in and out of consciousness and also was having intermittent vomiting, all symptoms clearly of a problem in the brain. He was rushed to a hospital where they conducted an emergency brain surgery.
Neurosurgeons cut through my skull and tried to find something and found nothing. Total empty. So they gave up and just patched it up. Here I am in Delhi with a patched up skull, but no damaged brain. The Apollo Hospital neurosurgeons cut through my skull and tried to find something and found nothing. Total empty. So they gave up and just patched it up. Here I am in Delhi with a patched up skull, but no damaged brain. The Apollo Hospital neurosurgeons cut through my skull and tried to find something and found nothing. Total empty. So they gave up and just patched it up. Here I am in Delhi with a patched up skull, but no damaged brain. The Apollo Hospital
so 17th
neurosurgeons
when we got the CT scan, there was life-threatening swelling in the brain. The brain was shifted to one side, and he had become very dull, very confused, and the left leg had started to get weak. And we had to undergo an emergency surgery on him on 17th itself. We could get him off the ventilator post-surgery, and he has actually done extremely well, much beyond our expectation. And, you know, we were joking with him that, you know, we have done what we could, but you are healing yourself, you know. So we are actually seeing, you know, the kind of improvement we are seeing is beyond our expectation.
All right, you heard from Sadhguru in a hospital bed, in his usual spirits, cracking a joke or two, even in this kind of an adverse condition. Sneha Murdani, our health editor, is also joining us with more on this. Sneha, what really have you picked up on Sadhguru's current condition? How's he doing right now?
Well, he's doing okay, and I spoke with the doctor who's treated him. Dr. Vineet Suri is actually a very well-known neurologist, Akshata. And Dr. Chatterjee, in fact, who was the doctor under whom Sadhguru was admitted, I did have a word with him. Well, sources within the hospital have indicated, the other doctors were there in his team, that this could be an injury in his head. It could be a minor trauma. But however, because he's on blood thinners, we do know that blood thinners do give rise to this complication of blood not getting stopped after an injury. That is a complication associated with those patients who take blood thinners. And I think Sadhguru that's exactly what happened to Sadhguru, is what the doctors have said, that there could have been a trauma which he perhaps was unaware of, and that led to bleeding. Now, this was a serious case, is what the doctors have said. I did ask them as to when he is going to be discharged. They said, we don't know. However, you would know, and the press statement also talks about it, that he was attending the India Today conclave on the 15th and 16th. The very next day, when he just couldn't handle it anymore, is when he approached Apollo. So throughout the conclave and even before that, the trauma is as old as 3 to 4 weeks, and the pain was spreading around the brain, is what the doctors have said. So with that kind of pain, imagine that he was on a ventilator. He was on ventilator support which does mean that he was a serious patient. The doctors, however, have said that the recovery is good, in fact, better than what they really expected, and that is something to be extremely happy about. Also, we do know that this was a life-threatening situation with bleeding in his brain. A surgery has taken place. I'm not expecting him to get discharged, say, tomorrow or so. The doctors have said we don't know just yet. We are watching the situation, given that the patient was on a ventilator. But the fact of the matter is that he was in a blood thinner, is what I've understood from the doctors. And the trauma, essentially, even though minor, has led to bleeding, and that bleeding aggravated his situation.
All right, Sneha getting us that update from the doctors. Good news is that he's recovering well, and we'll play out for you the first statement that's come in from Sadhguru in hospital, and still cracking jokes about what happened, and he's just undergone surgery, mind you.
The Apollo Hospital neurosurgeons cut through my skull and tried to find something, and found nothing. Totally empty. So they gave up and just patched it up. Here I am in Delhi with a patched up skull, but no damaged brain.
And here's praying for a speedy recovery for Sadhguru, who, despite all of these health ailments, said, I never miss any appointments, and that's why I chose to attend the India Today conclave as well on the 16th, underwent surgery on the 17th. He is now recovering, recuperating, and hopefully very soon will be discharged from hospital. We'll continue to get you all the latest updates on Sadhguru's health condition.